Hello there, fellow chocolate rollers. Here we have Cadbury's limited edition mint flavoured mini roll. Yes, so well, they've done a few of these at the moment. I think there's 3 of them in total that I know of. There's this one, honeycomb one, which is handily on the back of this one here, honeycomb. There's also a hazelnut one, which is on the back of the honeycomb one, which I've just reviewed. There we go, a hazelnut case. Yes, there we go. Right, so but I haven't got that one unfortunately, so I will look out for it. But do have the honeycomb and the mint one, and here's the mint one. So you can see, I think basically it's really just a regular mini roll. For those you don't know, mini roll is basically this, a chocolate covered sponge, usually chocolate sponge as well, with a cream centre like this. They do a jam one as a regular one, which has a vanilla sponge and a sort of jam and cream centre, which actually, even though you think the chocolate one would be the best one, which doesn't always have to be the case really, you know. But anyway, the jam one is the nicest one of the regular ones. And of course, watch my review of the honeycomb one, so what you think of that one. But the mint one, yeah, I think it's the same. So what does it say? What does it say? Chocolate flavoured sponge with a mint flavoured filling. There we go. So there we go. Mint flavoured cream filling, I think. Yeah. Oh, they didn't say that. Calories per roll: 120 calories, 6.2 grams of fat, 3 of which are saturates. How does that compare to the other one, the honeycomb one? 120 calories, same calories, same fat. But the saturates is slightly less than honeycomb one, it's 2.9 grams rather than 3 in this one. So both have 6.2 grams of fat, but the other one has 2.9 grams of saturated instead of 3. So clearly, yeah, must be something to do with the flavouring they put in the middle perhaps. So it's really the same as a regular one, it's just got mint flavoured cream in the centre basically. But it looks nice, yeah, I think it looks quite good. Good mint leaves going on there. And really mint. I don't know. Is that still in the that means to sound ironic. Is that still in the common lexicon? Common parlance to say mint. When I was at school, I think primary school, we used to say that's mint. Among other things. Sound, I think, was another one that was there for a while. That's disappeared. People don't often say mint anymore, but so it just made you think maybe it is aimed at people my age who used to say that. I don't know. Maybe the youth of today, the kids out there, you have to let me know if you still say those words. Of course, ace is still there. Ace, you can never get rid of ace, can you? Yeah. Yes. Okay, there we go. Right, so we are. Anything else to say? I'm not too sure. Super vegetarians, make it in nuts probably. Yes, it does. There we go. Let's give it an open. Okay, now I was going to say the usual thing. I always say this. I apologise if this bores you now, but it's worth pointing out every single time because it's how they're fleecing us. Yeah, so you can clearly see if I shove them along slightly, you can see there's definitely doesn't need to be as wide as it is. It's about half a bar too wide. Before I go further, I'm getting a nice mint smell actually from this. Not even open yet. It's smelling quite minty. And also the other thing as well at the top, you can clearly see if I push down on this one. See what's the best way to do it. Maybe at the bottom. Hold at the top, so you can clearly see how much space. I'm pushing it out at the top slightly, perhaps you could say, but even if I'm not pushing hard at all there. You can see there's a good quarter, third of the bar, I don't know, whatever it is, quarter, fifth, I don't know. There's a good chunk there you could get extra in there, so it doesn't need to be as wide, it doesn't need to be as high as it is. You can understand why they do it, but it's clearly lying to us. So there's a massive flourish here at the end, so I think it's the same with the other ones. I think the honeycomb ones, yeah, it's roughly, in this case, squished at the end. It's about 11 centimetres roughly. Okay, right. So it looks nice. Same as the outside wrapping really, so it doesn't have a preview of the bar. It just says limited edition mint flavour. All the usual stuff. Bit of a sort of succinct version of the ingredients. Contains wheat, egg, milk, soya. May contain nuts. Chocolate flavoured sponge with a mint flavoured filling, covered with milk chocolate. For nutritional information, please see the outer wrapper. Not for individual resale. Now, you can't really buy these individually. I've never seen them individually for sale. These Cadbury's mini rolls of any type. Let's see. Right, so we're getting a lovely mint smell. It's a mint smell that's similar to that you would get in like a mint fondant cream type affair, such as an After Eight or a, you know, used to call mint rollers, but they're After Eights cubes now, aren't they? Yeah, and other things, you know, fries cream, whatever, you know, those kind of, it's that kind of fondant smelling mint. Obviously it's not fondant in this case, but that's the way it smells. You probably get it in Aeros maybe as well, but immediately reminds me of an After Eight smell. Those little wafer thin fondant cream, mint flavoured fondant cream covered in milk chocolate affairs that you get in those little sachets. It's quite nice, but okay. Very 80s way of something looking posh, I think. You know, have them after a dinner party or something. I think these days they don't really have that feel to them. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. That's what it looks like. Close up. Nice sort of smothered, dripped on chocolate outer, shall you'd say. Flat on the bottom. Bit melty to the touch. Not too warm today, but it is melting roughly in my hands. Get something on it anyway. And there you go, you can see the edges there covered. Got a hole there. Hole there, you can see perhaps the cream, and the hole there maybe where it's been piped on top or something. Okay, let's give it a slice. Don't expect it to look anything too dramatic in the middle. It's crumbled a bit. Crumbled a bit there. So here you can see, sometimes these ones can look very similar to how they do on the packet, which is unusual. Depends how you cut it really, and if the sponge behaves. But I think it's close enough. But sometimes they do literally look like that sort of speech mark type of so it is possible to make them look like that when you cut them. It just have to be cut them in just the right place, I think, with the sponge behaving itself. But there we go. That's pretty much like a normal mini roll really, this one. Nothing too exceptional there. Still looks nice though. You can see here the chocolate's fallen away, but you can see the sponge. Nice looking sponge. There we go, quite a thin chocolate, but nice all the same. Okay, let's step myself up, let's give it a taste, shall we? I think we know what to expect here, don't we really? It's just going to taste pretty much the same as a regular one, but with a mint flavour. But we'll go through the motions, why not? See if it works. But I do like the look of that, it looks nice. I think I like that look of that colour sponge, and it feels nice. As well as it does feel like sponge actually. Literal, you know, sponges in when you wash yourself with, but I think it looks nice. Yeah, the other chocolate's not forthcoming and coming off. Okay, let's give it a taste. Well, yeah, definitely mint flavoured. Quite a refreshing mint actually. It sort of lingers in your throat and your back of your mouth when after you swallowed it. It gives you quite a long lasting refreshing taste. Yeah, it's not too bad. Basically tastes like a regular mini roll, but just has that refreshing mint taste to it, so, and it's not a bad taste actually. Funny one, because probably a flavour that you wouldn't really overly want with a mini roll. But yeah, I think it works. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. It's really hard to sort of, it's basically, there's no difference to a regular mini roll other than the fact it just has, the cream just has a mint flavour to it. It's not a strong flavour, but it's strong enough. A bit of sponge caught my throat. Sorry for that. Yeah, it's quite, yeah, it's nice. It's not too strong as mint, as I say. But it's quite refreshing, as it's a nice, it balanced it just right, I think. Yeah, I mean the chocolate sponge tastes as always nice. It's a nice chocolate sponge. Sometimes chocolate sponge can be a bit dry or a bit pointless, even though you think it would be nicer than a regular vanilla sponge. It often isn't actually. I don't think. But this one, I think the sponge in this one is nice. And in mini rolls it always is really. And the chocolate outer chocolate is very thin, but just present enough to work. So if that sort of little, slight crunch or bite as you bite into it. And there's enough cream in there as well. They've got the proportions just right, I think, and it never seems to vary either. Unlike other cake bars and things where sometimes what you get is not what you saw on the packet. I think with mini rolls you always do get the proportions that you'd expect, and they work really well. And I think the cream in this case is actually complemented with the mint flavour. I mean, it could be anything, but I think mint works pretty well because it doesn't really. I think a lot of mint and orange, those kind of flavours, tend to work pretty well with these things. Really, I think they just they do lend their own flavour without really being too much of a detriment if you weren't that bothered about it. If that makes any sense. Obviously, if you don't like mint, you won't like this. But yeah, I think it works very well. I think the mint flavour, as I say, is not too prominent. Well, that's a wrong choice of words. It is prominent, but it's not over the top. I think it's quite subtle enough to just give you a nice fresh mint taste without detracting from the other flavours of the mini roll. You know, the sponge and the chocolate. You still manage to taste those. I think it works pretty well, and it lingers in your mouth a bit, afterwards as well as mint always does, but not too much, not too little. It's just right, and it sort of refreshes as an aftertaste as well after you've sort of swallowed it. I'm impressed with this. I think a 4 out of 5 again. I think a regular mini roll is probably a 4 out of 5 as well, really. So I think in this one you just get what you expect: a regular mini roll with a mint flavour, but the mint flavour works. It's nice. It's not over the top. Not too much. It's good. Yeah, obviously if you don't like mint, you won't like this. But there we go. I think it does make the cream taste very refreshing, actually, more prominent as well than it perhaps normally is. Yeah, so I think it's good. I don't think it's a low 4 out of 5. I think it's straight 4 out of 5 for me. I think this one, very impressed with it. It's nice. There we go. Right, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. If you want to subscribe to my videos, I think I said in the last one, the honeycomb one. Let me know if you think of any flavours that the Cadbury should do with their mini rolls. I mean, I clearly know before you even said it, and I think I said in the honeycomb one, that you're going to say white chocolate. So I expect like a white chocolate covered vanilla sponge, not a milk chocolate one, because I think that would be not a chocolate one, because that would just come through the white chocolate too much and not look too great. But obviously maybe a chocolate cream in the middle, maybe just a regular cream or one with jam, I don't know, but yeah, I can imagine that. But if you can think of any others, or even if you do, don't stop on my account. Do say you want the white chocolate one as well. And you'll probably say, you'll probably say that even anyway. But yeah, just let me know what you think. There's nothing wrong with liking white chocolate, by the way. I just, it's just one of those. And Cadbury's and white chocolate, they're just, it's a pairing that just doesn't really happen much anymore, and people are very much disappointed by it. So as soon as anything suggests what would you like to see, it's going to be white chocolate. People are going to say that. I just meant I'm not going to be surprised when you do say that. That's all. I didn't mean you shouldn't say it. Okay, there we go. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching again, as I say. Like my videos and all this, that and the other. It's important you like them, actually, because it only takes one person to dislike a video and it can send out the wrong message, really. So, I mean, I'm the same when I watch YouTube videos. I rarely click on the like button. I should do. I'm a bit of a hypocrite, really. But obviously it's always great to see if you like the videos. So, but don't feel obliged to. But obviously it's nice if you do. Okay, and I'm on Instagram and all the other stuff as well. So I might see you there. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye for now. See ya.